I have a couple of things. One request is please move everything from this ground level anywhere else you want to move it in your area. You can here's how you do it. You click onto the object. Let's say you want to move it to the 3200 or 3250 or whatever it might be. You figure out, first of all, where you want to go. Go there by changing your address bar. If you don't know how to do this, figure it out or ask somebody. The reason I go like that because we have shown you 1,000 times. I will just tell you. You click into the address bar because it's all it is a browser, and you use your right arrow, to go over to the right side if you need to, and then you backspace however many to the slash mark. In other words, your rightmost number, and it would go back. Let's say right now it's at 32 or 22. Let's say it's at 21 or 22, something like that, okay? Because you're in your home ground, you're in your home area, right? You're in your home area in your own space, in the annex, your own space. No? Yes, territory. Do you understand what I'm saying? The place where you have your house. Okay. So, what you would do, you click on your house, right-click on the house itself, let's say. Hopefully it's just one. It usually is one unit. The ones I recommended are all single unit. So you click the right-click on it. Now, it will say general screen, right? General. And then next to it, it will say, what will it say? Object, does it say? I think it says object. Somebody could do this with me. That would be just great. You want to get on there and do it? Or you guys get on there and do it? Somebody get on there and do this? Somebody? All right. While she's doing that, I will also tell you more about this guy. So now I'm going to be able to provide you with an amplifier, so you'll be able to actually listen comfortably, rather than with headset and all this, comfortably while you're DXing the dimensions. And so that's how you'll use this. This is a little more advanced, and you use this with a simple induction where you immobilize the body generally, but you keep the hands flexible, the arms flexible, and ready to work, because a lot of that's going to be hand and arm, and a lot of that. Are you there? Oh, good. Okay, you're in your house. So let's do this. So right-click on your house. Oh, okay. All right. You there? Right-click on your house. Oh, no, right-click on an object in the house, not the house itself. Right-click on an object in the house, let's say. You got anything in there? Doesn't matter. It can be a picture. It can be anything. What's that? One thing. Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? In that case, go back downstairs. I'll tell you what to do. No, go downstairs. Let's be simple about this. My goodness gracious. You got to be we have to have some class, folks. And seriously, in the higher dimensions, you need class more than anything else. Class, elegance, style. It's true. And a sense of direction. Yes, we're back there. Oh dear. I think you missed the turn twice. It's there somewhere, right there. Go ahead. That's got to be it. Yes, you got him. Oh my God! You need actually like arrows. Okay, so stay there, right there. All right. Now, Click Control B, I think it is. On your, yeah, you should be able to do it with one hand. And left mouse click on the floor. Hey, you got a, what is that? A cube! Right click on the cube, please. Actually, move the cube away from your body. It's just too, is that your body or what is that? I don't know, where is it? I can't see where it is actually relative to you, but I think it looks close to you, to me. Well, get it away, move it away a little bit. A little more. That's better. All right. So right click on that thing. Okay, go to edit. Yeah. Now what's the first thing you see there? General, and then it says what? Object? Okay, go to object. All right. At the top there's 3 numbers, XYZ numbers, that says its location. Can you see that? Yes? The bottom number, the Z, is the altitude. Z is up and down. X and Y, north and south, east and west. And Z is up and down. You have to know that if you want to do any matrix work at all, if you, anything in blue lining, anything in this at all, any kind of building, you got to know X, Y, Z coordinates because that is everything. Everything is that. The whole universe, the entire universe, and every universe, all the mega universes, multi-universes, are all X, Y, Z coordinates. Okay? With or without space. Space doesn't have to be there in order for the coordinates to be there. I know that's hard to understand, but once you start blue lining, you'll see the sense in that and the logic in it. Okay, so you now have an object, and it tells you what's the Z on that? Wait, 3450. Write that down. 3450. Point 970. Now, what I want you to do is go to your address line. Click into your address line and go to the right-hand side of your address line with your right arrow button. It'll get you right there. It should. Okay? Good. Take off the last 2 numbers. Doesn't matter. Just the last 2 numbers. And hit your enter button. Hey, you're on the ground now. The ground level. All right, so let's do the same thing. Control B. One hand should do it. Your pinky and your right and your forefinger should be able to do that, or your thumb. I don't know. I guess your thumb. Yeah. You should be able to do it while your right hand is still on the mouse. That's how you actually ride the controls as a programmer. You got to have right hand on the mouse, left hand on the keyboard, and it's one item. It's one thing. It's not 2 things. You don't just pick both hands up and put them on the keyboard unless you absolutely have to type in something, usually some expression within the expression. Anyway, so there you are. Now you Control B and you're going to left click, of course, with your mouse. So that's why you want your right hand on your mouse, yeah? Click, left, click, anywhere on the ground. Yeah, what do you got? Son of a gun. And, yes, and it's an object already, right? Yeah, so what's the number there? Oh, write it down. 21 point what? 0.297. 21.297. Yeah. Now, you're on the ground level, and let's say that's your house, or let's say it's an item in your house, or an item just outside your house, like a bush or a tree that you put there. So you right-click into it, and you can see this. So now what you would do is you're going to left mouse click into that 3rd number, the number that's the altitude, the Z number on the top there. Oh, in the box, where that Z number is, that 21.29. What? Wait a minute. Don't. Click into the 3rd box. Can you do that? God. You have an object open, don't you? With your right click, you open the object. You right-clicked on the object. No, You put the object down on the ground, and you have a box, do you not? And does the box not say object? Are you in general screen or are you in object screen here? Object. So go into that thing, that little boxy thing. There's an X, a Y, and a Z. The Z will say 21 point something. Click into that until it vanishes. Wipe it out, basically. Click into it and wipe it out with your mouse, please. You hold your mouse in there, please. With your right hand, please. Hold your mouse in there, please. Good. Swipe it so it's clean. Good. Now, enter the number that you had. What was the other number? The number you wrote down first. Write it. Okay, what number was that? Right. So write that number into that box right now. Make it simple. Write it simpler than that. So what would it be? 34 what? 3450.9. So that's 3451. You round it off the right way, okay? 345. Like that. Now don't do anything else. Wait. Don't do anything else. All right, keep your right hand on that mouse at all times while you're doing all these other operations. Please, please, like a programmer. Please, please, please. Okay, you're going to swipe that across, or Control A. Either one will do. You're going to Control A, Control C. Control A, Control C on that number. That's the number you want. That 34, whatever it is. Yeah, you want that number to be copied, right? Good. Okay, hit your enter button. Enter. Surely you have an enter button. Good. Yeah, on your keyboard there's an enter button. It's very important. If you don't have one, you got a problem. All right. So now, put another one down, but a little different place than that. Control B. Come on, Control B. Touch the ground elsewhere. Slightly elsewhere, but elsewhere with the left mouse. A little closer, a little farther, whatever it might be. Just somewhere other than where you just touched it. Make a box somewhere other than where you just made a box. Have you done that? Well, do that. Left mouse click on the ground anytime you want to. Did you make a box? Where is the box? I don't see the box. Why way over there? I said slightly different. So move it closer to yourself so you can bloody see it, will you? You're not going to be able to. It's going to be lost. Yep. Bye-bye. That tells me you have not been building. That's what it says. It sure says it. It's really bad. That sucked. Okay, good for you. You lost it. Okay, so control. Now you screwed that up pretty badly. And that means that there's something there that has to be found by me. I have to take time to go do it. Yeah, but you just cost me 10 or 15 minutes of my time up there doing that, unless you can find it and get rid of it. You need to be in control of these items, these objects, at all times, and you need to actually have an idea of where they are at all times, and you can't let it slide off the map, because if you do, it will end up somewhere that you can't find it, and it will keep absorbing energy from your region. It robs you of prims every time you lose something like that. Okay, so you got one up there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go into that same Z point, click into the same Z point, wipe that out with keep your hand on the mouse. Keep your hand on the mouse. Wipe out that number. Okay. Now Control Z, where that number is. Control Z. Hit Control Z. Control Z. Does it change the number? Oh God. I know, but I wanted you to replace it. Don't. First of all, are you hooked onto that doesn't look like you're hooked onto the cube at all. That is so weird. Something went wrong. You're not hooked onto the cube, it looks like.
Do you want me to put the number that I copied before into this box?
Yes, I do. Is it in there? Good. So hit your enter button with your left hand, of course. Left hand is what hits the enter button. Otherwise, it's going to take you a crap-ass amount of time to do this stuff. It'll take you twice or three times the amount of time if you keep switching your hands back and forth and back and forth. Keep your left hand on the keyboard, keep your right hand on the mouse, unless you need to do otherwise. All right, so now let's go to that number. So let's take click into the address line. Go to the right-hand side. And put the number 34, what, 61? Go ahead, put that number in there and hit the enter button. Good. Did it send them to there? Do you see those cubes? Good. So you successfully did it. So you would go back downstairs, now that you know you've done it right. You would send your house up to the 3200 level, 3250 level. You'd sound your objects from the house up to that, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, whatever it is. But and then you'd refit them into your house. It's not much of a challenge, but it is a challenge. It's a little bit. What you need to do today for me, this morning for me, is clear the area in the annex water. In other words, clear the water area, because the water area needs to be used for the vehicles. The water vehicles require a lot of water space, And there's no reason for those houses to be down there because you teleport anyway into the temple and stuff. So you don't really need to have the things there. You don't get out of your house and walk over to the temple. I know you don't. So you don't need to do that. So put your houses up at the 3200 or 3250, whatever that level is. Please go to the 3250 level for me.